What's up, guys? We have Project ST behind me. By the way, we're gonna come up with a catchy name. If you want to put some names in the comments below, we'll.
I labeled it Project Joe in the software, because average Joe. But
Project Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? We have our new ST on the dyno. We're doing some comparison testing that's going to be kind of interesting for everybody, but we're also going to do just some basics, oil, trans oil, and stuff like that. So stage 0 coming up. What's up, guys? I'm JP with Autosport.com. Thanks for tuning in. We've got our project behind me here. This is our new to us ST 2016 Focus ST. We do not have an official project name for it yet, so if you want to drop a comment with what you think we should call it, maybe we will adopt one of your ideas. But we're gonna come up with something for it for future videos. But for now, you can see it's on the dyno. We're gonna baseline it, but we're actually doing something kind of cool. In this video, we're gonna go over changing the oil. We're gonna do a trans oil change too. We're just gonna put some fresh stuff in the car, just kind of refresh everything, make sure the car is in good running order. So we're gonna do that. But since the car came with Blizzaks on it, really awesome snow tires, we kind of wanted to do a little experiment, something that we kind of have seen in the past and something that we kind of know that's already gonna happen. But since we have it with our own car, we're gonna show you guys now. Alan is putting this thing on the dyno. We're gonna dyno it with Blizzaks. We're gonna do a baseline with snow tires. In the past, we've seen snow tires lose quite a bit of power just from the tires soaking up so much of that power being put down to the road. So we're gonna show you guys what winter tires will do to your power output to the ground. Then we're gonna put our tires that are on our ST with orange wheels and everything, just to do this really quickly before we get the official tires for this thing. We're gonna put those on the dyno and show you maybe some power differences that the tires will create. Let's see what the baseline is. We'll do the oil stuff and the spark plugs, throw on the new tires and re-baseline it, and then we'll be good to go for stage 0. This is just getting the car up to speed, doing a quick little demonstration, and then we're good to go.
So guys, I'm just plugging in my MPVI 2. And we're gonna run a log using VCM scanner through HP tuners. Because if we plug in an access port, we got it. In order to do a data log, we also have to install it, and then we'll be running the stage 0 map, which is pretty much stock map. But I do know there might, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a few things that are different. So in order to just get like a, what is the car doing right now, and without affecting the stock tune at all, we're just gonna data log with VCM scanner and just kind of take a peek at what a stock map's doing. We're just gonna make sure it's got adequate air pressure so we don't blow out a tire on the dyno. But all the squiggly lines are working now, so I think we're ready to log.
Where do you want them at? This is 32, it should be okay.
It should be 36 all the way around, but it is a snow tire, so I don't know.
And it's cold.
Bump it to 34.
It's cold too.
Yeah.
Snow tires smell like we're doing a burnout, little mini burnout here. I'm sure there's quite a bit of friction being created on those Blizzaks. Let's just hope it's pretty minor.
221 horsepower, 289 foot-pounds of torque. Looking at the data log, yeah, throttle's closing to control power. We hit about 17 pounds of boost.
I don't see nearly as many of these curves as Alan does, but looks like a pretty standard ST.
I actually don't see all that many stock STs. But yeah, I mean, that's about right for stock, I think. I would assume based on that curve that whatever overboost function that these things come with from the factory is probably not active on that pull. But we're gonna do another pull. We'll see if it makes more or not.
It's nice to see peak torque hit before 3K. I'd say it's a healthy turbo at least.
All right, so welcome to the lap of luxury. We got our heated seats on, got my heated steering wheel on. and we're gonna do another data log. So now we'll be able to measure how much power we lose by running the heated seats and the heated steering wheel.
Yeah. It's a lot of parasitic loss, these LEDs right here especially.
We're bringing you the information you need.
I just hope I don't do anything on this project that's meme worthy.
My life goal is to be a meme. In fact, there's already one of me somewhere. Everybody got their seatbelts on?
It's so loud.
All right, here we go. That's about 18 PSI. Tapers off to 12. Our temps are kind of crazy. Like, we're starting to pull, the charge temps are 84, and we're going up to 166, and this thing is completely stock. So yeah, that's stock intercooler.
And it's cold in the garage. It's
yeah,
not,
it's like 60
it's
degrees.
Warm. It's pretty cold outside.
Yeah, IAT is 66 right now.
Yeah.
Got just a teensy bit of knock up top. That's 287 and 225. I'm kind of curious how much the like summer tires are gonna give us. I've done this test once before on a Focus ST that had a big turbo, and it was 30 horsepower.
30?
Yeah. And now I do think that the amount of horsepower might have something to do with like the percentage gain or loss, but yeah, it had snow tires on it. I'm pretty sure Blizzaks, and I backed it off the dyno, swapped to his summer set, put it back on the dyno, and gained 30 horsepower.
I'm gonna put the over-under at 8. 8 horsepower.
I've got 15.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get 30 horsepower.
I'm gonna say 8. All right, taking off the snow tires and stock wheels, and we're gonna put on the tires that are on our ST that have been sitting around a little while, but they're in really good shape. They're fairly new. And we're actually, as soon as they come in, we're actually gonna put some stock, the Goodyear F1, Eagle F1 tires back on these stock wheels so that we can do some future stuff, so stay tuned for that. But so we'll swap out these Blizzaks, but for now we're gonna take these off, put our tires on from our old Project ST.
I just want to see how much these things weigh. Yeah, so these, I can already tell these are lighter, so we are hopefully going to be reducing some mass as well as some rolling resistance with these. .8 down from 50.2, so that's a lot of weight. Unsprung mass as well as rolling resistance from the snow tires. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not confident that it's going to make more power. Really, it's not so much that it's making more power. It's more that the dyno is reading it as more power because less of the power is getting soaked up through the rolling resistance of the snow tires. Technically, the car should be faster just because, well, that is power that's being lost to turn those wheels. So these may not be the final wheels that we put on the car, but JP is under the impression that the wheels that we're gonna put on the car will not be bright, but I think he's wrong.
I hear everything.
I can't get over how quiet it is.
starting to get flashbacks of 600 horsepower dyno pulls and Focus STs. So we just finished up. We did 3 pulls on the Blizzaks, then we did 3 pulls on these Continental, these 5-year-old Continental DWSs.
They're not 5, like 2.
They're 5.
Maybe 3.
The DOT date is 2016.
5-year-old Continental DWs. Sorry, they're the Extreme Contact Summers. We did the Blizzaks first, so on round 2 with the Continentals, it was significantly hotter, running about 10 degrees hotter from the base, and we were going up to like 190 degrees as was the climb, from about 100 degrees up to about 190 degrees for the charge air temp. So definitely a lot hotter pools, but we still picked up power. We've got about 10 foot-pounds of torque right here at 3,500 RPMs, and we've got just a smidgen more horsepower, maybe about 5 to 6 horsepower from about 4,500 RPMs up, and then a little bit of a pocket where there's about 10 wheel horsepower on the top end between 5,500 and 6,000. I was keeping an eye on knock, didn't get any, which is always good to see, especially on like multiple pulls on a dyno. But so it's running really consistent, and this is, I think, fairly common for what you would see for a stock turbo car, or I'm sorry, a completely stock Focus ST. And yeah, final numbers 233.7 and 295.4 for torque. And the bold lines on here are the latest run with the summer tires, and then the lighter color lines are the previous 3rd run for the Blizzaks. So this is comparing the 3rd run for both sets. Anyways, so what's next, JP?
I think that about wraps up the project. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and it's for sale now, so let us know.
3rd person to comment on this video gets to buy this car. So now that we've conclusively proved that bright color wheels do increase horsepower, it's time to do some basic maintenance on this ST.
So we got good old Schaefer's oil, 5W30 synthetic. It's gonna go in and make this engine nice and smooth like.
So we got the Schaefer's oil, 5W30, and then we've also got the gear oil, 75W90 from Schaefer's. The reason we like the Schaefer's is it has a high molybdenum content, which is basically bonds with the metal and creates a extra lubricating layer beneath the oil. So oil has what's called a shear strength, and when you go past the shear strength, when you break through the shear strength, you got metal on metal, and that's when damage occurs. And that molybdenum will help to reduce the effects of that if you go past shear strength. So really, the idea when doing a build like this and getting more power is you still never want to actually break through the shear strength of your oil, but it happens sometimes, so it's good to be protected and prepared. What's this thing?
I don't know, I haven't seen one of those in years.
Oh, dirt in my eye. I'm just really hoping when we take this off that oil comes out. You know your oil's good quality if it's all glittery.
Yeah.
So the filter is only hand tight, either that or it's just the strength from hitting that plus button, that shift plus button all day on the dyno. Hashtag GME. Yeah guys, so we do offer these as a oil change kit on our website. So edgeautosport.com, you can go online, and it comes with the filter and the 6 quarts of oil. And yeah, just an oil change kit, simple little thing. Not anything special, I guess, but might make it a little bit easier. You just buy one thing instead of buying 6 quarts of oil and a filter individually at your local AutoZone. I don't know.
All right, just cleaning this thing up before we put the plug back on there and start filling her with oil again. We're gonna fill it from the plug above that and to the right until just a little bit drips out. And that should be the level that the oil needs to be filled to, so.
And it should be just about 2 quarts. Yeah. A little bit less than 2 quarts.
And so this is just a pretty basic pump you can get at a parts store, and it hooks up to just, you know, a generic transmission fluid bottle. What you're gonna do is just stick this tubing up in the fill hole right above the drain hole in the transmission and just start pumping until basically all this is gone, and then we'll get into the second one. As soon as it starts kind of dripping out, that's when you know it's been filled up to the necessary level. You'll have to switch fingers and arms many times before this is done.
By the way, we are not sponsored by Schaefer's. Schaefer's sponsors no man.
Ooh, look at Alan go.
So that's 3 quarts in, and I just remembered that I don't remember how many quarts this thing takes. It has been a little bit since we've actually had to put oil in a Focus ST. So JP's in the car looking through the manual. I Googled it, it's 5.7, but I want to see it in the manual before I trust Google. 4.3?
If you have a 1 liter EcoBoost.
Oh, that's for the 1 liter.
All right, here you go, 5.7 quarts.
Sweet. Thanks guys for checking out this video. We are excited to get the basics out of the way, get some of this maintenance done, so now we can really beat on this car.
Yeah, we're planning on taking it to the track, do some light mods to start, get some tuning started, and we're super excited for that. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun getting dirty with this thing.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've actually worked on a Focus ST.
Too long, but maybe not long enough.